morning, you are welcome to Women's Corner. My name is Rose Blossom, where it's another episode of Women's Corner. And of course, today is Friday, so it's a penguin edition. It's Friday for the Women's Corner. And of course, today we'll be reviewing a lot of relationship questions, a lot of marriage questions, and we'll be reading them out. And of course, we might not provide a solution. We'll tell you a likely solution you can go about that. So today is for our viewers. And of course, they'll display the number below the screen TV where you can send in messages. No calls. We're not picking calls. We are only receiving text messages for today. Well, you're welcome aboard to watch this program live. You can just download Galaxy Television app from Google Play Store or Apple Play Store to watch this program live. Or you can just tune in to our digitized channel at UHF 27. Follow us on all our YouTube pages, Galaxy TV News, Galaxy TV Vibes, and Galaxy TV Comedy. I'm not doing this alone, of course. On this Friday edition, I have Mark Jenzi here to me.
Yeah.
Gratitude. How you doing?
Good morning, Blossom.
Good
How
morning.
you doing?
I'm doing good.
As always, you look so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Women's Corner. And today is 29th of August 2025. It's a cold morning in Lagos, as you know. So please protect yourself from cold, from Qatar, from whichever thing the weather brings to you. My name is Gratitude Imokode.
So Gratitude said it's cold. But I'm feeling hot.
I'm actually very cold.
You're very cold?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm feeling hot actually. I don't know why. But I guess it's cold for some and it's hot for some. For me, it's a hot Friday. But anyway, today is Friday edition. So before we start reading messages and all of that, let's first go for an event review, one of the events we've covered over time, and let's sit back and enjoy this event. So let's quickly go for the event. We'll take a break and the event, then we'll come back to the studio and start responding to messages. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Now, that was a long one. Well, we saw the interviews. That was Miss Torrance in 2024, yet to have 2025, but of course we'll definitely be there also to cover. Anyways, let's start reading messages already. Messages are already popping in and I just want to read. So Gratitude, I hope you're ready to be a counselor today.
Sure.
Okay, so this one says, I really need advice right now. It says, I'm 24 years old and was posted to another state for my NYSC. I went there single, not expecting much beyond service. But along the way, I met a man, he's 40, who works in my PBA. At first, we were just friends. He was nice, respectful, and everyone around him seemed to have only good things to say about him. Later, I found out he had been married before.
Oh my God.
His wife left him after only 11 months of marriage to marry an older, richer man as his third wife. Now, they had dated on and off for 6 years before finally marrying. Okay. He once told me how he disliked a certain state simply because his ex-wife was from there. And in that moment, I could just see how deeply he was hurt. Over time, he asked me out. I agreed, but I told myself it wouldn't go far since I was only in that state for 1 year. But along the way, I fell in love with him, obviously. I was expecting that. Well, he has been kind, he's been open to learning and very teachable. Despite being busy, not only at my PBA, but also as CEO of his private business.
Yeah.
He always gave me attention and valued my opinions. Now, fast forward to now, my service here is over and he wants us to get married. That's where my concern lies. My parents are worried. They believe there must be a deeper reason why his first wife left. And they also think the age gap is too much. My dad told me he won't stop me, but he strongly believes that one day the woman might return. And if I'm married to him, there will be no turning back. Honestly, he looks much younger, more like someone in his early 30s. So I didn't think much about age gap at first. During our 9 months of dating, I tried to be careful. I watched his behavior closely, tested his reactions, even provoked him sometimes just to see if there was anything hidden. But he remained consistent. We've had serious marital discussions and he seems responsible. Yet something inside me still doubts. My father's words stay with me, like he's seen what I cannot. I've prayed and prayed, but I haven't received any clear sign. Okay, she even puts I haven't seen any clear sign. Oh, wow. Gratitude. Let me hear your opinion first. What do you think?
Well, I think the issue is not with the age. The age gap for me, it's okay.
It's okay,
15 years is not too much.
Mhm.
But where the issue lies is the fact that his last marriage did not end well. Just, you said 11 months,
Yes.
and she left him to be
A richer
a richer man's wife, a third
wife
wife.
for that
She'd rather be
matter.
someone's third wife than to be his only wife. So
Mm.
she's supposed to look into that and see the signs.
Mm.
These are red flags. I advise her to just
well, for me, it's a bit dicey. I think if she has the luxury or the time of meeting with the first wife, she should maybe find a way to talk to her or talk to maybe a friend of the first wife to really know her own story, the side of her story. And again, most importantly, if the man is talking about his first wife and the issue that happened, if he keeps saying she did this, she did that, wrong. In fact, there's nothing about it. She did this, she's wrong, she always does this, I don't like it, wrong. But if he comes from, oh yes, we had issues, we tried to sort it, there is a we, there is an us, there is a him, he's not saying she, then I think it's a go ahead. You can just try and be very careful. Like he said, your dad said, once you're married, you stay married. So if the wife comes back, I hope you know that automatically you become like the second wife. Yeah. Except if they are divorced. If they are not divorced and is getting married to you, in fact, you're second wife. You're second wife. If you're not careful, if you end up becoming a baby mama. Baby mama. So my darling, you have to look pretty well. Anyways, there's another message here. This one says, good afternoon. I saw a post about a lady that got, okay. Oh, no. We don't do that. Somebody's trying to get entangled. We do not do that. Well, anyway, this one says, good morning, everyone. I just got married 3 weeks ago and my wife, excuse me, and my wife was pregnant even before the marriage. Please, what can I do to support her throughout the pregnancy period? And because I want her to always feel loved. And don't forget this, I'm doing my best, but I feel I want to do more. Please advise me. You're a good man. Right. Guys, today, experts. What do you think he should do? He wants to be there for his wife. He feels so much responsible, like he needs to be responsible for his wife. He's doing it, but he feels like he needs to do more. As a woman, if someone is doing more, is feeling like he's doing more, but wants to do more to be there for you during pregnancy and all of that, what do you think you request of him?
I think he should just make himself available for the moral support, emotional support as well, because I don't have any personal experience, but from what I've seen, having to be with pregnant women, they always want more affection, more attention. You just need to be around them. So what I would advise him to do is to always be there for his wife. Be present whenever she needs to get something. Even if you have to go to the office, make sure there's somebody in the house to assist her. And tell her that, okay, babes, if you need anything, don't hesitate to call me. I'm just like a few blocks away. Even if your house is like
it's far.
So you should just make yourself very available for her.
Okay, I agree with you. So whatever you said, I totally agree. That's the best way you can be for a woman. Even if we are not pregnant, we want your availability as much as possible. But that does not mean we do not understand that you're busy. But don't be too busy to be available to her emotionally or when she needs your support, especially knowing that she's carrying another human being inside of her. She needs your support. Let's read this third message before we go for a break. Now, this one says, there is this guy I met during my early days while serving at Lagos. He was also a copper and we're both in the same copper. Hey. It's like when you serve these days, you just meet your husband while you're serving. I don't know. This one says, he was also a copper and we were both in the same PPA. Okay. He asked me out and after a month, I accepted him, which was last year, May 2024. Now, everything went well at the beginning, but later he started giving the impression that he wasn't all into me. He doesn't take me out at all, never introduce me to his friends or families, really. Though he talks about them and shows me their pictures, but never introduced me to them. During our service here, he accused me of dating his staff, that I and the staff were too close. The truth is, this staff wasn't someone I ever had interest to date. We're just cool friends. I even had issues with him because he traveled home, and when I told him I was sitting out my estate with this staff that he's visiting, he got angry and switched off his phone. I had to tell this my colleague, and he stopped visiting me. Now we only greet and go our separate ways. Every time he always suspects I'm dating other guys. I keep proving to him that I never believed. I keep proving to him, but he never believed me. After service, he told me he was traveling home to see his parents. When he traveled, our communication wasn't all good. Sometimes he wouldn't even take calls, and when I complained, he tells me it was business that I should understand. He doesn't send me money. I don't complain at all. I don't ask. I manage what I have. I try to support his business, pay for ads, that's adverts, for his business, kept encouraging and praying for him, even search for jobs for him online, which I also sent to him to apply. Now, when he was away in November 2024, after we finished serving in October 2024, he promised to return early, but kept giving excuses later on that he wants to finish everything he was handling over there before returning to Lagos. I kept asking where our relationship stands because I no longer understood him, and whenever I do, he picks up a quarrel. Wow. Maybe I had someone else. That's why he quarrels. In January 2025, we quarreled, and he told me settling down with my bad character.
Okay.
Wait, why even send this message? My sister run. Don't even stay. Anyway, let me finish your message. Now, with my bad character and him trying to change me to his taste, saying I don't give boundaries with guys. So many times I have proven to him that I wasn't dating anyone, but he never believed. Okay, after that quarrel, I made my mind to leave, but he apologized and said it was out of anger, and we later came back together. But his character was on and off. Anytime we quarrel, sometimes he posts pictures of girls claiming my sister. I'm not going to read again.
Do you know what I have to tell this lady? This whole story or this whole thing, it's the same. Okay, let me put it this way. The best way to put it. Imagine delivering a diamond box to Iron Condemn. How would they treat it? Number one, the diamond box is not bad. It's not of less value. But the Iron Condemn person doesn't know what to do with the diamond.
Yes.
So it's just like pouring your energy into the wrong direction. And do you know another thing? This guy just exhibited one of the attributes or characteristics of a narcissistic person. Yeah. They want to reflect their insecurities on you. The things they do, they will reflect it on you and make it look like you are the terrible person.
Yeah.
So the fact that she told him countless times that she's not cheating. He knows she's not cheating. Yeah. But it's something he is doing.
Of course.
So he's trying to project it on her to make her feel like, oh, you are doing this thing and making an excuse to not be there. Yeah. He doesn't like that girl. He doesn't like her. There's no iota of, I'm sorry if you're listening to me, my love. There's no iota of love or likeness for you in his heart.
I agree.
So
I agree because from all this indication, I'm going to be honest with you, girl. From all this indication, that's why I had to stop reading, because for me, I'm sympathizing with you because you're doing too much to want to keep a relationship. It's not working. Even from the service year, you already knew it's not working. Someone always tells me something. He said, yes, when you start a relationship, the first of 2 weeks, 3 weeks is always butterflies,
Yeah.
By 1 month, you're already seeing things that you don't really like, but that does not mean you should leave. You find out if it's teachable or correctable, you adjust. But when issues now start coming to you are cheating ordinarily in just a year, they're already accusing you that you are cheating, and you're always trying to prove what? Why? Why would you prove your innocency or your transparency to someone?
To someone that doesn't even see your worth.
Doesn't see your worth. So my darling, you deserve better. You deserve to be happy. You deserve a better man. And trust me, if you see that better man, if I don't give him all of this that you're giving this guy, he will worship you, he will love you. Yeah, he will value you. So girl, no, don't. I'm not giving advice on what to do. Just leave.
Just leave. And I feel that women or ladies should be more logical when it comes to love.
Yes.
Because men are abused to love logically. women are built to love with their emotions.
Yeah,
That's why they are too
emotions.
quick to open parts of themselves. They should not open to this person. A man would never compromise his happiness for nobody. He will be with you for years, and when it's time to move, he knows when to move. Because he loves you with his logics, with his mind, not his heart. But for women, they always tend to compromise. Oh, well, he loves me. At some point, yeah, he actually, he doesn't, my love.
This is why you want to stay.
He doesn't.
Anyway, it's fine. Well, at this point, let's go for a tip, and after the tip, we'll be right back to the studio to continue reacting to messages. We have a lot of messages popping up, and we'll be right back. Let's take the break, and let's take the tip. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Okay, you're still watching Women's Corner, and we've been treating a lot of relationship and lifestyle issues. So yes, it's good to join us again. Gratitude, do we have messages from
Yes, we have a message from the first
Sorry? Okay.
Yes, and she said, well, the age gap isn't bad. I am 25 and my husband is 41.
Wow.
But the red flag is the first wife.
We are back at the first one, which you said already.
Yeah. First one
Okay.
is really the red flag.
Wait, you're a strong woman. 25 and your husband is 41.
41.
Wow. Congratulations.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Okay, let's read this one message. This one says, good day, ma. Please, I feel stopped. I have been dating this guy for 8 years. I don't know any of his family and he has no friends. It's just me and him. Okay. When I read messages of I don't know any of his family. Okay. I have declined a lot of opportunities because of him and I don't know what to do. And he's not ready to marry yet. Telling me I should believe in him.
Believer.
Believer. Okay. I've always been scared of pregnancy. Now I'm stuck. Met this friend after talking online for a long while, and we met and had intimacy once, unprotected, which I told him I didn't want to, but insisted I take drugs. Months now I have been seeing my period. I didn't know I was almost 2 months gone. Oh, you're pregnant. Okay. You're the special one. 2 months gone. Until 2 weeks later, I told him and insisted I kept it. Now it seems I'm making a huge mistake. This person in question is well-to-do. He's financially okay. I'm a baker who works from home myself. I make little or nothing. I told him onset that I don't want to be a burden or even bring a child to suffer when I'm not financially stable myself. He's ready to take full responsibility, but this guy in question is stingy.
So the believer is stingy. God.
I barely feed myself as I'm trying to grow my business. Now there is a child involved. I'm being advised not to do hard jobs because I go to the market and do deliveries myself. Now I can't do that anymore. I'm doing the little I can, selling from home. Each time I told him I don't have what to eat, he just brushes it off like it's none of his business. This person in question will call me every day telling me how much he spends on feeding on himself and workers while I'm starving, knowing that I'm pregnant. Lord, I can't eat what I'm baking as it's not medically advised. I took the pills, but it didn't work. I never wanted this. Every day I keep crying knowing the fact that I made a huge mistake. I've never removed a pregnancy before, and when I was seeing my period, it felt normal. I'm 23 years. I'm going through pain. I'm stuck. Yeah. Well, she went on to say she told some of his friends and that he's pregnant, but he doesn't send her a dime. Some people, so far, she has only received 5,000 naira from him, and the symptom keeps getting worse. Wish I can still remove it. I don't mind. No, do not remove your pregnancy. I do not support abortion. And baby is a gift from God. But no, about that man. God is really bad.
I am speechless. Well, one thing I observed from the story, she said she's 23 and she dated this guy for 8 years. That means she decided this when she was 15. So
That's child abuse.
It's really child abuse. Now, look at it. I actually wanted to say that she would have been more careful, knowing that this man put you in a relationship for 8 years. You have not met his family. You don't know anything about where he's from. Just the fact that he said he loves you, and you engaged in premarital with this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're pregnant. But when I heard the age, my question is, where is this girl's parents?
Where are her parents? That's
Where
a good
are her
question.
parents? Where are guiding? Like, I'm really confused.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
that
question.
aside, right now, the deed has already been done.
Mm-hmm.
So what can she do? Is the question.
The question is, you have to take care of yourself. We have to understand that you might really not get anything from that man. You might not even get the love you require. And somebody who knows you're carrying his child is still not. My darling, brace up, girl, and just take care of yourself, take care of your child. Look for another business you could do that wouldn't stress you that much. You can do online business. You don't have to really go buy those stuff. You know, post some of people who sell stuff. You post their stuff. If they sell it a particular amount, just add a little to yours. So when you get orders, you direct the order to the person, you get them to deliver, and you have your change. It's that simple. So there are a lot of things you can actually do without stressing yourself to take care of yourself. But I would tell you, you have to start learning to be more independent now, especially for that baby, because you're bringing that child to the world. And please do not remove it. Removal is not an option for us.
Yes, if not. So let's go on a quick break. We'll share some tips for you. Then we'll come back to the studio to talk about relationship life and love in general. Thank you. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the studio. This is still Women's Corner. So to continue the conversation we were having, or the advice we're trying to give with the last story, Blossom. So what do you have to say?
Well, as little as I can say is like advice is you should not take out that baby. Better take care of it. In fact, ladies these days, sometimes I feel like no matter the advice you give to younger adults, that is ladies, they tend not to listen. At 15, you should be focused on your books, not having a relationship. Maybe when you enter university, and even when you enter university, your mission is not even to go and have a boyfriend. Sometimes it happens that you have. Yes, we are not chasing for it. It just comes. It's understandable. But going to university, say, oh, I'm going to meet 7 guys out. No, that's not what you're there for. You're there to study. Of course, you get to meet a man that maybe will love you. It could be anything. It could be while you're serving. It could be after service. But the focus is when you're in university, you're supposed to school. When you are 15, you shouldn't even be thinking about a man. I don't understand. Talk more of stressing yourself to be in a relationship for 8 years. Because trust me, as beautiful as relationship is, it is stressful. It takes a whole lot to be in a relationship. So while you're enjoying it, it also comes with own hiccups and all of that. So you have to be very, very careful of, having a relationship at a tender age. It can mess up with your mental health. Now imagine what you're going through now. At 23, you want to be a single mom. I don't understand. And he's not ready to marry. He's telling you to, who was the word? I hope he's not telling you God's time is the best. God's time is the best. No, if it's that, then, you're on your own. But I want you to just be strong and just be strong for the baby. That's all I'll say. Now, let me read this one. This one says, good morning, my sisters. Keep on the good work. God is your strength. That girl is moving with ghosts. Is it 8 years, no family, no friends? What about you? That's the girl. Don't you have family? Which you asked, yes. Now, wow, have a nice weekend. This is from Pastor. Thank you so much, Pastor, for that one. Well, anyways, we'll call it a wrap right now. We can't take any more questions or any more suggestions. So we'll just call it a wrap. I will see you pretty soon on The Buzz. It's Thanksgiving Friday edition of The Buzz, and it's gonna be fun. Trust me, it's packed. You don't want to miss it. So stay glued to your TV set. Keep watching Galaxy TV. My name is Rose Blossom. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Women's Corner. But first of my advice to women out there, please focus on yourself, focus on God, focus on building your career and everything about your financial stability first before thinking of a man. A man will come. Men will definitely come, but focus on you first. My name is Gratitude Imokwede, your Gen Z host. Goodbye.